Hey Joe, long time no see. What are all these boxes doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Patman. It's actually your latest DVD, and I'm sharing them with my network. I'm so excited. I'm shipping these out to Africa. I got some for Asia. I got Australia over here. Look at all these for going to America.
Unbelievable, Joe. I'm so happy to find out that you're distributing our training material all over the world. I need more people like you out there in our network. And if you keep up this good work, I'm very sure that next year V Studios are going to create so much more. Hello? Mods? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just around the corner. 15 minutes, I'll be there. Same place. See you there. Bye. Where did I put it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Well, guys, I've got some great news and some bad news. I just met an IR called Joe, and I just found out that the past 1 year we have distributed over 5 million of my DVDs all over the world. The bad news is V Studios is shutting down tomorrow. Remember, guys, duplicate good deeds, not DVDs. Buy original.
Good morning to everyone listening to this video. 15 years, I'm still standing in the Philippines and speaking to a crowd of Filipinos that do still believe in network marketing, because really network marketing is here to stay. So basically this video is not about, I'm not here to teach you fundamental principles of network marketing, but this video is more of us for us to go, I would say, do some historical outlook, historical looking back on what have we actually experienced. Because this experience is wherever you go in the world, I've seen, whether it's in the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, in the Middle East, the experience of a newbie networker coming into a new company, right? That experience that he would go through, the ups and downs of networking, is pretty much the same experience that you would experience, any of us would experience, smaller or a greater degree. So we were going to sort of like touch on those experiences, and I would like to share with you some of the experiences we had, because some of you people watching this video, probably this is your first time in network marketing. Okay, so you're not alone. There's millions of people around the world networking with different companies. There are many reputable network marketing companies in the world, and it's not just Qnet. There are many, and some of them offer different types of plans. And so I'm not going to go on that specifics of compensation plan, right? I'm not going to go on specifics of products. This training pretty much is about an experience that when the audience would see or watch, they could somehow relate to that. And my wish in this video is that when I get to reach these people who are in their dead end of network marketing, probably they're just new, they have this idea of how it should be, right? And hopefully that they would somehow understand that, hey, it's not just me, I'm not all alone, in this experience. Because success in network marketing, to be honest with you, is not very easy. Success is difficult. So I was like wondering some time back, why is it so difficult? Then I realized, hey, I believe it's difficult because there are not many successful people in the world. Because if it was easy, if networking was easy, right, it's pretty much, I would not be talking to you today. We would not be sitting here. We would not be having training. And in fact, in all different types of businesses, network marketing company businesses makes it their prime business to train people. And you would wonder, why is that? Why do I have to go to basic training? It's like a boot camp. Why do I have to go to, leadership training? This was, in fact, this is a requirement in any network marketing company you're going to be joining. And that's why we're having this video. Why? Because the attrition in network marketing is very huge. Out of 100 people that's just going to be joining and was so excited, probably you'll be left with 1 or 2, lucky, out of 1,000. So like what I was saying a while ago, I realized that network marketing is not a career that everybody would do. But if you're watching today and you're sitting in this room today, I presume you've been around, and in fact some of the faces in this crowd has been around for the last quite some time, a decade. So if you're still standing here and wanting to watch this video, I presume that you would want to learn some principles. I would say some sharing with some experiences that somehow would help you face the different challenges that you would be facing in the network marketing world. So as Japa Bismark, Joseph Bismark of the V, one of the founders of the V, I welcome you to network marketing, and let me share with you some of the experiences that I had in network marketing. Okay? Yes, so what is the most, like what I was saying a while ago, what was the most consistent thing? In fact, in life, I would say, network marketing for me, it's life in general. Because network marketing, if you make it your career, it's so unlikely that you become successful. Now, it's kind of like this, a bit contradictory, you know what I mean? Because when I speak of network marketing, okay, the principle of network marketing, it's really based upon relationship building. It's not about building business. Now, most people that would join network marketing, their first intention is, let me make some money. Let me make some cash. Of course, that's pretty much what your sponsor told you. Make $300, $250, whatever the compensation plan you have. Okay, this is what you're going. So they pretty much focus on the dollars, right? They focus on the products. They would try to entice you with different things, pretty much. They'll sell you the moon, they'll show the stars, they'll show so many exciting things to allure you to join. And next thing you know, you feel like you're in a quicksand. You've been trapped and you're just sinking, meaning you're so excited one day, the next day you're sinking. Next thing you know, you're gone in network. And this is very sad. It's very, very sad because, see, the focus is completely wrong. Now you say, then why get into the business? Why get into the business of network marketing if the focus would not be money? Right? Okay, most of you want to make money, right? Yes. But the thing is, this is I would say, the mystery of network marketing. If you chase the money, you won't get it. Now, that's a very important lesson. If you chase the money, you won't get it. But if you chase relationship, if you focus on building relationship in the beginning, right, then money would come to you. You don't need to chase it. Yes. Now, let me tell you why. Okay? Because generally, right, when you're after the money, right, you're going to be, you will end up, I would say by default or by mere reactive, just tendency, you'll end up bribing. You'll be bringing in people in a bribery way. So I would see in my life in networking, I would see people, they would focus like when they're going to do a business presentation, right? I remember in the early days, they would bring their like gold coins. They'll bring their printed checks. Okay? They come there and they start. They pour the coins on the table, and everybody's eyes is just like, wow. Then they show their like checks, $2,000, $10,000, and you could immediately see everybody in the room, right, with a dollar sign in their eyes. Wow, I want that too. So the leader, right, I know what his intentions are. His intention is to get you in the door. And what is that attraction? Money, wealth. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But I don't build like this. And I mean, I will get to that. I'll sort of like make a differentiation. If I was to look for a good partner, would I try to entice that partner, a wife, a husband, with how much salary I make, my checks, the coins I have, my cars? Then what kind of partner I would get? A prostitute. You know what I mean? Because they come because, hey, you have money. And what happens if you lose your money? They're gone. They're going to be going to the next company, the next leader who's got a lot of bigger checks than you. Now tomorrow you're going to be meeting people bigger than you, making more money than you, or even a better company tomorrow. So what are you going to be doing? You're going to continue building your network based on enticing people? Then you're not building. And that's why I say, when you chase that, if this is what you're going to be teaching your people to chase, you're not going to have it. So, what I would prefer, and what we did, most of us did, okay, what I did, I didn't show any checks. You could ask anybody in this room, we never show checks. I never showed checks or stuff I made. Why? From the very beginning, I didn't have a check to show anyway. So why do I even, because some leaders who does not have a check, they would even borrow the checks of their leaders. So why do I need to do that? You know what I mean? Believe me, take me for what I am. I'll be honest with you from the very beginning, because the basis of any relationship is honesty, not duplicity. And this is a very important principle that I want everybody to learn. Because once I be honest with you, I tell you, hey, I don't have any checks to show you, right? I'm not even an expert in network marketing, because that's really day one. What else am I going to say? You know what I mean? In fact, you might be more knowledgeable about business than me, but I have an opportunity here that I've seen. Let's sort of like this, dissect it. Help me dissect it. I need a partner that would oppose me, that would help me, that would, you know, that's pretty much like a partnership, like a husband and wife relationship. You argue. It's not like a one-side thing. I'm the leader, I'm the upline, shut up. You know what I mean? No, cannot have that. If you have that, then you'll have a problem. That's the reason today you're having a lot of breakaways. You're a leader today, you have thousands of downlines, and there's some people, some leaders come to me. They say, Japa, this leader, you know that person set up his own, or whatever, set up his own company, set up his own network. Meaning within the network, they even separate. Because they're saying, hey, I want to be my leader. I want to go directly and talk to Mr. Bismark or Mr. VJ himself. Why should I go through you? That's right. You know what I mean? I'm grown up now. Yes. And leaders hate this. They hate this. Because they want to go up on stage, like I was saying, like me before. Right? They're sort of like suppressing everybody at the back. No, I'm the leader. This is my group. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot have this, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't work. It's just like when children grows up, what do? They grow up, they get married. Do they stay home? No. They leave. like bees, they swarm. Colony is bigger, what happens? Even the bees, they swarm. You know, if you know the kingdom of the bees, they would create another queen. They would separate because the colony is huge for one leader to handle. So going back to, you know, building, we must stick to relationship building. Now, when it's relationship building, the whole game plan must change. Because today, your game plan might be, okay, you know what I mean? What are the things that I could entice my people? It's a one-shot thing. Let me sign this person up. Let me get his check, his sale, because tomorrow is going to make my pocket bigger. You know, I'll get commission check. So you're focusing on your commission, right? Pretty much, if it's sales, if you're after sales, what you focus on is pretty much sales. And you would overlook relationship. You would overlook situation he's in. You would not even care. Now, every person in the network who joins you is facing different challenges at one particular time in their network marketing career. And not even in their network marketing career, in life they're facing the different challenges. And it becomes difficult for them to get out of that. Sometimes you'll meet people who just probably got married. Sometimes you'll meet people who just had someone who died in their family, right? Or who's experiencing some financial losses, business losses, and just so many challenges, whether it's political, the government, whether it's the volcano erupting, the bad weather in the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? Everything, we face different challenges every day. And the thing is, all of these challenges appears to us as legitimate reasons why we cannot be successful. It appears as legitimate reasons why we cannot network. So what would be the ball game? If you're focusing on relationship building, then totally your focus must be building that bridge with a person. And another person means totally an individual, you know what I mean, that you might not even like. Would you choose? Can you actually choose? And sometimes I have challenges. I remember when I was in a different country with different culture, background, different religious belief. Some even people would ask me before, what if, because he's a Muslim, what if I would get a Jewish downline? Oh my God. You know what I mean? What if I get a Christian downline? Can you choose? You're a Christian and you get a Muslim downline. Oh, wow, what's this? In network marketing, you gotta get rid of borderlines. You gotta transcend beliefs, religious dogma, right? Cultural, race. Because see, one thing so beautiful with network marketing principle, it actually unites people around the world. That's why I like it so much. You get to deal with diversity. You've experienced it in your life as a networker from the very beginning. We started, 15 years ago. We've been to the Middle East. We've been to, almost all over the country with different races, different religion. And guess what? We share common interests. We all want to be financially free. You know what I mean? And you get to know their religious background, their religious belief, and you realize, hey, we're the same. It's just a different label. You know what I mean? We're the same with different labels. So network marketing pretty much opens up a whole horizon. It opens up a whole horizon for you to mentally grow, spiritually grow, and actually become a better person. So at the end of the day, more than the monetary success that you could actually benefit from in network marketing, right? The hidden one is really the growth, the character building that one develops in network marketing cannot be paid by millions of dollars. Because see, you could lose a company today, your compensation plan could change today, your situation could change today, but having that character in you, even if you lose $1 million today, you know you get it back tomorrow. So that's why it is saying, what's more important? Giving you $1 million or building your character to be able to, you know what I mean, actually to be able to hold success. Because success is heavy.
That's right.
When you speak of success, it's a very heavy burden. Relationship building with thousands of people, right, is a heavy burden, meaning it's a responsibility. I brought you in. I got to guide you. That's why they call sponsorship, right? Upline. There's a relationship of guidance. There's a relationship of mentoring. And that relationship, you cannot take it lightly. That's why some people, they just want to sign, but they don't want the relationship of mentoring and guiding. And these people who don't want to mentor and guide people, they're the same people who don't want to be guided and mentored. You cannot mentor and guide people if you're not being mentored and guided yourself. So that's the first principle you got to accept in network marketing. I need an upline. And what is an upline? An upline is not the guy who just signed you up. An upline could be your downline who could actually mentor you. Mentor you towards what? Mentor you towards the different challenges and changes that you would go through in your network marketing career. Not just your network marketing career, but your whole emotional struggles, different challenges in your life would actually move you step by step towards that, wherein you don't lose track of your goal, which is financial freedom. That would somehow push you when you're not moving. When you fall down, someone is going to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? And this is a mentor who would actually encourage you, motivate you, right? Slap you in the face. You know what I mean? Who would push you, who would argue with you, who would disagree with you. And pretty much like a very tough coach. The coach is not after, basically he's just after one thing, that you perform your best. He's going to push you just to perform your best, and there's no bronze for a coach. There's no second best for a coach. There's only one top thing for a coach, is that you get the gold. Right? So these are the things. So you want to look for a mentor, right? Not the mentor who would sort of, hey, you're doing well. You know, come on, that's okay. Bronze is good. You know, $200 is good. That's it. Take a break. You know what I mean? There's a long holiday. It's the Holy Week. Go ahead, relax. You know what I mean? You don't want a coach like that. I was lucky in my early network marketing. I had a coach. Dato VJ is a tough, mean coach. There's no holiday for me. No Holy Week. Right? Even if the weather is bad, he makes sure I'm on the phone calling. You know what I mean? Until, you know, the phone was still a bit, it's hard. Now it's easy for you guys. At that time, our phone was sort of like the, you wait. It takes you like 5 minutes to finish a 7-digit number. You know, it's still the beeper thing, you know what I mean? And God, there's so many things, okay? So one thing I've just realized in all these years, right? I would not have been successful if I didn't have a mentor. So I'm always very thankful to, my mentor, Dr. Vijay, and not only him, but there's so many mentors I had. My, Donna Imson is sometimes my mentor as well. We're sidelines or downlines, you know what I mean? They try to help you at times. Sometimes they're down, you help them out. Sometimes you're down, they help you out. And this whole teamwork of motivating, despite your diverse personality, is what made us very strong. What made me very strong. Because every time I would go up on stage that time, I knew I was not alone. Can you imagine going up on stage or doing anything, going to a country and you're alone? Alone, I'm talking about alone as in you have no one to talk to, right? When you're in a situation, a problem, there's no one to call. Imagine a situation like that. You're definitely, set to die. You know what I'm saying? It's like you may be in front of a lot of people, but in fact you feel like you're deserted if you don't have anybody. Isn't it? So in our network marketing life, it's sort of like we experience a similar situation wherein we feel we've been deserted. But it should not be this way, because you have to create a situation wherein you have to make that effort to associate, to find that association amongst, I would say, the same feather, bird of the same feather, that pretty much would be going to the same direction you want to go to. Because that flight you would take, right, would make it easy for you. That's why, when geese, the formation of the V team, the formation of the V formation was actually taken from the geese flying south. Every time they would have to run away from the cold winter, they would have to fly south where it's sunny, right? So the V would embark on a 1,000-mile journey flight. For ducks to fly is very difficult. But they don't fly alone. Like a huge group of them, they will break in different V formation, and according to the weather, sometimes there would be small Vs of 5 birds, one leading, breaking, and sometimes they would come into like one formation, you know what I mean? And when they have a bird that would, break its wing or be injured, a few other geese would actually accompany this bird, not disturbing the flight of the rest. They would sit there for days, weeks, until this bird recovers. And when he recovers, they would fly back. But this bird would not be the breaker. He would be at the back, sort of like, it's just amazing. If birds could do this, be united like this, what to speak of us human beings? But you know what? We're so, I was going to say something. We're so arrogant. We're just so arrogant, right? We don't have a bone of humility in ourselves. We think we could do it alone. So in network marketing, principle-wise, I look at it as, just building a house or building an empire. That is business. You cannot build a house alone. But anybody could build a house. Even a housewife who has no engineering background, carpentry, could build a house. All she has to do is bring in the team of carpenters, engineer, to put together. But she's basically dictating. I want 5 rooms, 3 bathrooms, right? She puts together the thing. She plans it with them. And the architectural, the engineering side of it, the team comes up, tells it, oh, it cannot be done this way. Okay, what about this? What about that? And she builds a house of herself. So networking is the same. You don't need a degree. You don't need any education in network marketing. That's why it's so universal. It's such a universal career for everybody like me who has no chance in entering big corporate companies, but it's a good entrance. Now I'm in a very huge corporate company, right? They call me now the group managing director of QI, and I was like, what happened here? I was just networking. But network marketing I would say it's an actual career. It's mastery of business, because you don't just learn skills, which our school teaches us skills. The school system of today focuses so much on skills. You know that? Students, they choose, okay, I'll take this courses. This is what's going to make me successful. How the hell do you know what's going to make you successful? I didn't know what was going to make me successful. So I didn't even know to choose what to make me successful, because how would you know? You don't know. So what makes you think? Because if you know what's going to make you successful, you would not even be choosing, because you're already successful. You know what I'm saying? So people go there arrogantly sitting, go, oh, I like this, I'll take these courses, I'll pay, so I'll be successful. That's the Western school of thought. They don't ask questions. They choose. But see, the Eastern school of thought, where I grew up with, right? You don't tell the teacher what you want to learn, because you don't know what you want to learn. You don't know what you need to be successful. So the teacher teaches you what you need to focus on. You know, just the famous movie, The Karate Kid, pretty much differentiated these two schools of thought, if you remember the movie. You've seen the movie? Yes. Yeah? In The Karate Kid, I love that movie. I was a kid when that movie was. You could see the main actor, the Karate Kid, right? He faced a lot of challenges in his life. Well, he was still young. And what was his challenges? Change. Why? Because they were from California, right? His mother sort of like, I guess, divorced or had to move to a smaller town, right? Yeah. And he was pulled out of his comfort zone, right? New school, no friends. He doesn't know anybody. So he was like bitching, and he was just like freaking out. And he's like us. You know what I mean? Taken out of the comfort zone, right? By circumstance. By circumstance. His mother had no choice. But see, he had to blame somebody. He was blaming his mother. He was blaming the school. He was blaming everything. He was just like cursing hell. He was put in a very uncomfortable situation, which is change, which is inevitable. Change is inevitable. We all go through change. Nothing so permanent as change. He was there. Okay? So basically, he thought, hey, let me handle my challenges. Right? So what was his challenges? He had this group of kids, a gang, who was bullying him. Right? And the thing is, his carrot, his success, was that beautiful girl. Right? He got attracted to that beautiful girl, then he found out that girl was already taken. But he was like falling in love with that girl. Right? So that was his goal. And it wasn't easy. Right? He was beaten up, thrown to eat sand, right? Kicked. And he was like, he stayed away from the girl. He didn't want that goal anymore. I don't want it anymore. And he was blaming everybody. Right? Until he decided, okay, he's going to learn. So he got some books. You know, sometimes we get these books of networking, yeah? Let me do this alone. You know? So he was going there looking at the book, you know, how to do karate on his own, and he's like, I know what to do and stuff. Right? He's trying to focus on the skill because he saw that those kids were really good, very skillful karate guys kids that beat him up. Okay? So finally, luckily, he met this what do you call this, master of karate. I remember his name, Miyagi, right? The Japanese guy. Okay? So he saw this guy. He was so skillful because he saved him from being beaten up by all these 5 big kids, right? So he woke up. He was in the place of Miyagi, right? So he said, sir, you know, you're good in karate. You know what I mean? I want to learn, I want to learn. Teach me, teach me. So the Miyagi was saying, why do you want to learn? What about revenge? You know, he was saying, what about revenge? I want to. It was wrong. You know, Miyagi was inspired to teach him because his goal was wrong. The goal was revenge. So sometimes we go on and we want to take on life, right? Having the wrong intentions. Why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to achieve success? You must question that within your heart. Is it for revenge? Is it for showing up people? What are you going to do with your wealth when you achieve it? Those are important things to know before you even embark on a journey of what you want to achieve. Because once you get there, if your intentions are wrong, you would not be happy. In fact, unlikely you would achieve it. So he had to make a differentiation of what the intention of the kid was. And he didn't teach him. So he was like insisting. So finally, out of compassion to the kid, right, he decided he's going to teach this kid karate. And what did the master do? He took, out of ceremonial, he took a red, that belt. And he tied him. And he said, now you are my student, right? You are not to ask me, you are not to question me. Wow, he cannot question. That's our relationship. I am the master, you're the student, you cannot question. Okay? So pretty much, he was excited. Okay, he's going to go. He's going to teach me karate as what he knows what karate is. So meaning we all have our ideas how we should be successful. And we portray that to our mentors, to our teacher. I want this, you should teach me this because this is what's going to make me successful. So he comes ready for what he thought karate was. And the master gave him a bucket of water. And he was going, what the hell is this? Oh, you take this, you go do this. Clean the cars. Clean the cars. And he was going to complain and bitch about what you're going to exploit. He said, Remember, you cannot question me? You remember the movie, right? Cannot question, Then, okay. So he cleaned the whole day, in, out, soaping the cars, waxing, you know what I mean? So he was so tired the whole day. He was so angry inside of him. Okay? He went home thinking the next day, now he's going to learn karate. Okay? With what he thought karate was. So again, he came. Miyagi gave him something, bucket again, to do a brush, to brush the floor. Again, the in, out, like this. So he was but he remembered he cannot question his master. So he was he wasn't doing it well. And every time the master would see him, would tell him to do it well. So he did that. The third day, he had to paint all the walls. Up, down, you know what I mean? The fourth day, the master was going to ask him to do it. And he just freaking lost it. He threw this thing. He said, you old man, you're exploiting me. You know what I mean? You're having me clean all your car, fixing your house, painting. He just blew it. And I've seen people having that. I had an experience like this, okay? He just blew it. And this master was just smiling, despite his frustration. And I see sometimes VJ do that when I get frustrated before. He would have this smile. And it irritates me more. It irritates you. Then the master told him, okay, throw me a punch. I mean, the master threw a punch. And he went, he threw a punch. He went like this. So then, wow. So the master said, see, that's the washing of the car. So he threw punches, he threw kicks, and he was able to, do this. He applied the brush. Then the master threw more punches. He went like this. And he was going, Wow. You know what I mean? So what was Miyagi was focusing on? He wasn't focusing on skills. But see, he was focusing on a very important ingredient, principle in the kid. The very foundation of any skills is the attitude. The kid had a wrong attitude. His attitude was just arrogant. In fact, that was the Western side, the American, the kids on the other side. You see their master, really arrogant, kill, no mercy, you know what I mean? There's like focusing on skills and beating up people, beating up kids, right? Miyagi didn't focus on teaching him skills because he knew, of every great leader and teacher knows that the very foundation of any skills is a good attitude. So he focused on the attitude of this kid, made him humble. Made him, you know what I mean? And what could be more humbling than cleaning the floor, cleaning the bathroom? I remember when I was a kid at the ashram, that's what we did every day. You know, we would clean. We would clean the temple. We would clean the floor. And because by doing that, it totally just changes your whole perspective of life, of things. It develops the patience in you, the tolerance, the humility, which are all foundation for whatever skills. So, my teacher once asked me, right, what's the most important ingredient if you are to cook soup? He said water. Without water, you can have all the ingredients. You could have the pepper, the salt, the spices. Can you make soup? Where would you put it? It's just dry stuff. But once you have the basic ingredient, water, the attitude, the humility, right, the tolerance, the patience, skills, you can just, it's dime a dozen. Skills are dime a dozen. You can put it up. You can mix it up. And you could add up. As you go, as you go, as you go, as you go, you add up those skills. And you'll come up with a very amazing, fantastic brew called success. So, when a while ago, I was telling you about what to chase for. Not the skills, not the money. Focus on, you question yourself, do I have the water? Do I have the foundation I need to be successful? That's a very big question you should be asking yourself, especially our listeners out there. If you don't have the foundation, right, to be successful, forget it. You're not going to make it. Because the foundation of success is not skills. It's humility, it's the attitude you have, and the rest of the skills would come very flowery once you have this. Would be very useful once you have this very basic foundation. So, thank you so much.